But first, 3 arrests in connection to an anti-Semitic rally in Orange County last weekend. 2 of the suspects now facing hate crime charges. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lisa Bell.
I'm glad you're with us tonight. I'm Matt Austin. Earlier this week, the sheriff's office confirmed this video from Waterford Lakes was a part of an investigation. Deputies have been working with the Anti-Defamation League to help identify the people involved. News 6's Nadine Yanis is following the case from the Orange County Jail.
Hate crime charges officially filed after the anti-Semitic demonstrations over the weekend ended in an attack on a Jewish UCF student. 2 of the men who were arrested in Polk County, the 3rd in Brevard County. Now we're just waiting for them to be booked here in the Orange County Jail.
He's a Jew. Look at him.
3 men part of this group saluting so bold and out front with their anti-Semitic views are now behind bars. 46-year-old Joshua Terrell, 45-year-old Bert Colucci, and 47-year-old Jason Brown. Arrested after an attack.
Oh, now he's getting swung on.
Caught on video, part of detectives' investigation, where we now know a Jewish UCF student, deputies say, was attacked, spat on, and pepper sprayed by Colucci, the report reads, and then punched several times by Terrell, it adds. This after that victim was identified as Jewish by the group by his Israeli license plate frame and the Star of David around his neck, according to the arrest warrant. This while demonstrators were chanting, quote, "We hate Jews," and beat him up, along with other vile comments that elevated these arrests to hate crime charges. Brown only facing grand theft charges for stealing the victim's phone.
We've had at least 4 bomb threats here. We've also had protesters who've been here, specifically targeting us with some really hateful and vile speech.
CEO of the Jewish Community Center of Greater Orlando, Keith Dvorchak, says this attack is the latest in a string of anti-Semitic threats against the Jewish community locally. Standing by, State Senator Randolph Bracey, who announced today $150,000 in the state budget for additional security, including an upgraded communication system at the JCC, along with negotiating for even more funding to secure other vulnerable Jewish synagogues and centers in Central Florida.
They aren't welcomed here in the Central Florida community. But I also think that last week's events show the vulnerabilities that the Jewish communities can face sometimes.
I hate the fact that we need this security, but the reality is we do need this security.
Also important to note, one of the men who was arrested, Joshua Terrell, he has a home address of Indiana. Sheriff Mina posting today that we will not stand for hate in our community. In Orlando, Nadine Yanis, Getting Results, News 6.